Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time.
Good morning. Welcome back to history class. Hope you had a good weekend. We're still on the Roman Empire. I intend to be a little bit on the short side today as we talk about some of the rebellions that happened in the Roman Empire. Remember, Rome is basically if Rome is the world at this point. But just because Rome owns your country, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's going to be happy living under their rule. We go today up to England. It wasn't called England then. It was would have been part of Gaul. Remember, Gaul is basically the Romans' word for Europe. Okay. It was an area that the Romans spent a lot of time trying to conquer, trying to control. In 43 AD, the Romans invaded England. Now, England wasn't called England at that time, but there's a group of people living there called the Iceni, or possibly the Iceni. While the Romans took over, they did allow their king of the Iceni to keep on ruling. But after he died, his wife took over the Iceni, and her name was Boudica. Boudica. Great name. According to the legend, Boudica was tall and had long red hair that came all the way down to her knees. And she was tough. She said, "We're sick and tired of Romans telling us what to do. We're going to take charge. We're going to get an army together, and we're going to beat Rome." It didn't work. Not too well, it didn't work. No, she tried to lead a rebellion against Rome. The Romans took her, beat her in front of her kingdom, and sold some of her daughters into slavery. Well, that's not going to make you any less mad at the Romans, is it? No. So, after she recovered, Boudica tried again. This time, she got a huge army together. An army of about 100,000 soldiers, 100,000 men. And she attacked the Romans. And this time, she kicked their bunkies. Every city she came to, if the Romans hadn't run away, she attacked, burned the city to the ground, including the city of London, which is the capital of England. It wasn't called London back then, it was called Londinium. But yes, she burned Londinium to the ground. There were 25,000 people in there that hadn't run away, and she killed all of them. She attacked and destroyed all the Romans that she could find, and she might have gone all the way to Rome as well. But there was some problems probably got in the way. How do you feed 100,000 people? How do you feed 100,000 people? That's a lot. That's a big old army. Well, Boudica's idea was to take over the stuff that the Romans left behind. It didn't work. Because when the Romans left, when they ran away, they either took their food with them or they burned it. So Boudica didn't have enough food to feed her troops. So the further she attacked, the further south that she went attacking, the weaker her troops got. Until it came down to 100,000 of Boudica's troops against 1,200 Roman soldiers. Who do you think won? Yeah, it was the Romans who won. Boudica's army was weak. It was also not very disciplined. What does that mean? Well, when you see big armies fighting in movies, you have these two armies that run across at each other, screaming and yelling and waving their weapons until they crash into each other. Well, that's maybe how Boudica fought. That's not how the Romans fought. The Romans trained hard to be the best soldiers in the world. So when they attacked slowly, but they attacked closely together. They attacked with their armor. They attacked carefully. Whereas Boudica and her troops just went and attacked that way. So the Romans destroyed Boudica's army. And they killed 80,000 of her troops. She had 100,000. They killed 80,000 of them. 1,200 Roman troops killed 80,000 of Boudica's men. And that was the end of the British rebellion in England. As for Boudica herself, well, nobody knows what happened to her. They say that some people say that she poisoned herself rather than get captured by the Romans, which she would have almost certainly been put to death. But that was one of the biggest rebellions against the Roman Empire. But as I think about the Roman Empire, it's too big. It's too big, it's too strong. They cannot be destroyed by their enemies who are outside the Roman Empire. If Rome is going to fall, something else is going to have to destroy it. And we will talk about that before too much longer. But for now, let's stop and go over our questions for today. Question number 1 was, when did the British rebellion against the Romans happen? And it occurs to me that I forgot to tell you. It happened between the years of AD 60 and 61. AD 60 and 61. So Nero would have been in charge at this point. Question number 2, who led it? It was led by Boudica. Boudica. And question number 3, what happened to her? Well, the answer to that is nobody knows. We think she killed herself, but we're not sure. Okay. Tomorrow, we will talk about the Roman Empire, so a little bit more. I said that it was too big, and that is a problem. It's too big to rule now. So what happens to it? Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. So have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.